Alright, this is Mystery Dungeon Shiren the Wanderer for the original Game Boy. This is a game I found out about not too long ago. It was only released in Japan. I found out about it within the past couple years, and I've been wanting to try playing it for a long time, or since then. And so one of my new favorite games. I know nothing about this series. Apparently, it's the Mystery Dungeon series that is also here. Let me press start. That's also it's a Mystery Dungeon series. I guess it turned into the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. Kind of morphed from one theme into the Pokemon theme, I guess. But once again, I know nothing about this series. But what struck me about this game, I only saw it in a screenshot, and I only saw the screenshot, and I thought, holy crap, this looks really good. And then I loaded it up and, just to check it out real quick, and oh my goodness, I can't get over how good this game looks. And the more I play it, the more it just makes me say, wow, this game looks really good. There is so much detail in all the little graphics, all the little characters and friends. All right, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. It also sounds really good. Anyway, because of that, because it looks so good, I wanted to try it. Oh, and the other reason was one of my new favorite games is a Japanese Game Boy game called Cave Noir, which is one of the only turn-based, randomly generated, roguelike video games for the original Game Boy. And I say one of because I think this also falls into that category. Once again, it's hard for me to describe because I know extremely little about this series, and I'm only just getting started into this game. But I wanted to check it out because, and I love, Cave Noir, that other game, I love that game so much. It might be, oh my goodness, top 5 most fun Game Boy games. It's very, very fun. It's only in Japanese, but that game is, there is an English patch, so people who don't understand Japanese at all can easily get into it. And even if you don't understand Japanese, the language barrier is very, very small. Once you understand the icon, there's not a lot of Japanese in that other game, and once you understand what you're doing, you can just pick up and play it. This game, at first glance, appeared to have a lot more Japanese, and now that I've dived into it a little bit, holy cow, there's a lot of Japanese in this, and unfortunately, it looks like it is needed. So I learned 2 things by checking this out. Number 1, this game is, I'd say it's as incredible, it's even more incredible than I expected it to be. Wow, this is an incredible game from, 1996, I think? And number 2, Japanese language, understanding of Japanese language is a lot more needed than I expected. So I'm making this video. I just want to, talk a little bit about what I found out. Let's see here. So let's go back to the opening scene and look at that a little bit. So this is Mystery Dungeon Shiren the Wanderer, and the subtitle is The Monsters of Moonlight Village. So let's see here. So we've got our hero, Shiren the Wanderer, who wanders around. He's got a little bag over his shoulder. And we've got the elder, followed by a couple of kids walking away, sadly. And then we've got a mother coming up and falling to her knees and saying, "My child." And the villager says, "I'm sorry, but it's what we do. We have no choice." "But why?" And then the text says, "This has been going on for a year now." I translated it as, there was a small village where the children are being offered as sacrifices to monsters, or to a monster. And so our hero goes into this village to try to set things right. The village he stops into is having this issue with the local monsters, and so he tries to set things right. So here's the main menu, and my goodness. So this is like kind of the beginning without having really played the game. The first one, the first option here is I think it's you start your. They call it a diary. You start your saved game. So, right, make a saved game. This middle one here, what was it? Oh, see, scoreboard, like ranking scoreboard, and password system, which is super confusing because in this game, apparently passwords are not what anyone thinks of as passwords in video games. This has a special meaning. They're optional. At a quick glance, it looks like they could be interesting. I think you have to unlock them. I'm really not sure. But anyway, not needed for the main game. And this one, Faye. There's a character named Faye. So this is Faye's Puzzles. Faye the researcher. I guess that. Oh, that's another thing I didn't mention. So even though this game did not come out in the US, there was a remake, at least one remake, for other consoles that did get released in English. And an additional, there's an amazing wiki, the Mystery Dungeon wiki. I'll link in the comments that explains a ton of stuff. I think it's the Mystery Dungeon wiki. Anyway, I'll link to the excellent source of information in the description. But this is Faye's Puzzles, and the description says Faye's Puzzles. So this here is the main game and the main story. Faye's Puzzles are, quote, according to the wiki, a way to teach players about the basics of gameplay, how to think creatively, as well as what to expect in a dungeon environment. So I thought to myself, this seems like a good place to start. Alright, as you can see, I've played the first 5, so this is what I'll be talking about. Alright, so let's learn to play. Puzzle 1. Alright, so here's my main character. So these puzzles are not randomly generated. But I did notice, it took me a while to notice that the environments are actually randomly generated. I'm sorry, the graphics, the visual theme are randomly generated. Like as I kept trying and losing, I kept like squinting at the screen and being like, did this change? Does this look different? Nah, I must be misremembering. Nope, it actually changes. So we're here in what looks like, I don't know, like a cherry blossom field, or a nice bright field or something. Alright, so here's me, and here's a scroll. So I'm just gonna walk to the left, and I got a pop-up that says you picked up a scroll. This scroll, Bakusui scroll, the scroll of sleep. So this is to teach me how to play. Let's see here. This is, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the screen, and then later I'll talk about all the controls, because this isn't my favorite puzzle to go through all the controls with. Let's see if I can do this. So I'm going to press B to open up my menu, and I've got lots of options. I've got items. Oh, Ashimoto. I never actually got to this. I translated it as your pace? I don't know. I thought it meant footwear, but I think the internet liked to translate it as like the speed of walking. I don't know. Anyway, anytime I click it, it says there's nothing here, or nothing to do. Alright, B button to go open the menu. Map. Alright, there's the map. I could also press select to open the map. B to cancel. Oops, wrong button. And what do you end or exit? You can just exit, try again, whatever. Okay. Over on the right, Okane. So in the top right, from the top right, it says the top is Okane. I have 0 gold. Totatsuchiten, first floor. I haven't translated that word. I assume that means my location or what floor I'm on. Nan-ido. Fei no mondai. Well, it says I'm in Fei's puzzles. In the bottom left, we have Ken no Tsuyosa, sword strength. Tate no tsuyosa. Tate. Wand strength, staff strength. And then on the right side, the first of the two is Chikara, power, 8 out of 8. And Kei Kenshi, I haven't figured that one out yet. And the bottom, the very bottom status bar, we have HB, health points, 15 out of 15. First floor, level 1. Oh, Manpuku do, 100 out of 100. Oh, how did I translate that? Hunger. That's my hunger. 100 out of 100%. And that's basically a timer. As you walk around, your hunger decreases. I'm sorry, your hunger increases. Your hunger level, you know what I mean. And I guess there's items in the game where you can refill your hunger. So it's at this point I'm beginning to realize there's a lot going on in this game. You have to watch your hunger levels too. Anyway, Dogu. I just picked up an item. It was a scroll. So I'm gonna look it up. There it is. Bakusui no Makimono, or the Scroll of Sleep. And when I'd be able to scroll up and down if there were scroll. I said the word scroll again. I'd be able to move the cursor up and down if there were more items, but there's only one. And my options are to read it. So this top item here changes depending on the item. You can, read a scroll, drink a potion, swing a staff, stuff like that. And then all these bottom three are the same. So you can chuck it, you can huck it, you throw it, you can place it on the ground, and you can look at the description. And looking at the description, this says all monsters sleep for a while, and also your companions. Since they're also in your vicinity, you can actually put your companions to sleep. Pretty cool. Alright, so go back, and I'm going to read it. Boop. Boof. So hopefully that worked. There we go. And this is turn-based, even though it looks like action. It's actually I take a turn, then all the enemies take a turn, I take a turn, all the enemies take a turn. It's really well done. Alright, I reached the stairs. My options are to go up, or... No, wait, I'm not ready. So I'm going to go up, and that's the end. Alright. And just to give you an idea, this is what happens. I go this way, I pick up the scroll, and... Oh, great. Oh, crap. Run away. And they all follow me. I could try punching them. Schmack. So this is the beginning, just teaching you how to play. I have like no health, no armor, no items, no experience. So the second one, oh, this is kind of cool. So there's no enemies. I'm gonna press select to load the map. Boop. So there, I'm the black dot, and the flashing square is my exit. And I'm gonna press B to open the menu. Look at my items. So it's all looks very similar to the last one. Exit, map, whatever Ashimoto is, and items. Item o motemasen. You're not carrying any items. Alright, so I got nothing. So this is the game teaching me that I can walk diagonally. So this might be a good place to talk about some moves. Let's see here. About the controls. There are so many controls. So this game, as I mentioned, I think it was 1996, came out. And man, the developers did everything right. Everything so far that I've experienced in this game. I mean, it looks incredible. It sounds incredible. But on top of that, it controls so well. There is nothing I can find that isn't just engineered, developed, like to perfection. So I mean, we've got A button to punch. Let's see, the B button opens the menu, which is so convenient instead of reaching for start, because you're going to be opening up the menu a lot. B to cancel, so B toggles the menu on and off. I guess you can run. Okay. By holding B and tapping the arrows. Oh, that's kind of cute. If you need to scoot along really quickly. I assume it's still turn-based, even though you're running. I assume. Actually, that might not be the case. I don't know. Let's just try it out later. Alright, start. We'll do that later. So this is just some movement. And so you can move diagonally. Now you can only move. So these patches, so these things I'm facing, this is a rock. I cannot pass a rock, obviously. And this is like a patch in the ground or a hole in the ground, or maybe a bush. Can't quite tell. I think it's a lake. It's like a lake. I can't step in the water, but I can hop in between them. I cannot hop in between a rock. Like if there are two rocks squeezed like this, I wouldn't be able to step over it. But if it was just two patches of water, I'd be able to step over them. So that's clever. And all this is just working my way towards the ending here. Run. All right. And so in regards to movement, so check it out. If I'm here and there's an enemy on my right and I want to face right, I just tap start. And I can change my direction and press start again to engage it without having to take a turn. You know, because it's turn-based. I don't want to waste a turn just turning around. Additionally, you can also move or aim diagonally. So, you know, I can shoot items, whatever. And what did I learn most recently? Start plus the D-pad. Okay, so to move diagonally, you're literally pressing left and right at the same, I'm sorry, like right and up at the same time. Now, since this is turn-based, you could get in a situation where if you do the wrong move, if I actually move right when I wanted to move up and right, it could be bad. And so, if you hold the start button, it disables up, down, left, right while holding start. And you can, oh shoot, I'm an idiot. If you hold start, you can only move diagonally. It disables up, down, left, right. That is so good. I'm laughing at myself because as I was explaining it, I held start button. Holding the start button on this controller will actually power it off. So I actually turned it off for a moment. But no, on an actual Game Boy, it's not an issue. Yeah, hold the start button. It disables up, down, left, right. You can only move diagonally. So good. And that's it. Oh. All right, third puzzle. So this is a really good one. I spent a lot of time getting stuck on this one. So this is the first one with real enemies I can deal with. And some plants, some herbs. All right, so what haven't I talked about yet? You can press A and B button to skip your turn. And the enemies will just... Ooh. Oh no. Okay, he's fine. Alright. So we've got what looks like a crab and a ghosty guy. So where's my notes? There we go. So I'm going to pick up this one. And I get a Otogiriso. Or what they call in the English version, it's called the restorative herb. And over here, dragon herb. So B to open the menu, and then look at my items. So I can press start to reorder them. Apparently they're already in order. Okay. So the dragon herb, this one's pretty simple. The description says, eat this, or drink this, in Japanese. Eat this to spit a fireball out. And it also says at the bottom, you can also just throw it. Why would I throw it instead of eating it to spit a fireball? I don't know. Anyway, I can throw it or eat it to spit a fireball. Alright. And then this one says that it refills your health. I think there's some additional info. This is kind of complicated. It refills your health to max. If your health is already max, it'll increase your HP a little bit. And it also says at the bottom, hey, this one you can also throw it too. So this one I actually had to, what is it? So this guy here, this crab guy, I'm gonna go to my tools and use dragon breath, dragon herb, eat it, and then spit a fireball. Cool. And this guy. So I was trying to run to the, where's the end? So here's the map. All I have to do is go around the corner and run to that exit. I kept trying to get to the exit and failing miserably. So I was thinking, okay, maybe if I get there halfway and then he hits me, and then I refill my health and keep running and I can make it. But nope. The reality is, instead of eating it to refill my health, I need to huck it at him. What is it? Nigeru. Throw it. And since he is undead, it restores his health, which means he dies. It's so good. Oh, I see. And then I can exit. Alright, what was 4? Did I go through all the controls? Attack. Oh, I mean, A is attack. Eh? Oh, A is attack. Oops. Punch, punch, punch. And B is the menu. B plus the control, the D-pad is running. Start to change directions. Hold start and use the D-pad to move only diagonally. Oh, select, press A. According to the wiki, holding select while pressing A. So instead of punching, it allows me to fire projectiles. I don't have any projectiles yet. I haven't gotten there. Select to open the map. B plus A to pass your turn or do a dance. And then some other controls I haven't figured out yet. That's pretty much it. So here we have a staff. I'm going to pick up staff. Basho guy. Change places staff. What did they call it on the English version? Switching staff. I called it the swap rod. Alright. So if I press start. Oh, B to go open the menu. Items and look at the explanation. It says swap places with a character. And you can also throw it. So I'm going to press B to go back, and it says I have 3 uses. So I'm going to try swinging it. So I swap places with him. I will swap places with him. Now I have 2 uses left. And this one, I'm going to try something different. What if I try just throwing it? Throw it. Yoop! I switch places. And it says I threw the rod. I threw the switching staff with 1 use left. Alright, number 5. Which one was this? This is the last one I'll do today. Oh, this one confused me so much. Oh, this will be a good example. So I got an enemy right there. So if I do anything, I can pick this up and be like, okay, now run away. And he smacks me. Dead. Dead. Alright, so I'm going to pick up this staff, and this is the Hukito Basho no Tsue. I called it the wind rod. I guess officially it's the knockback staff. Alright, so I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to look at my map, so check it out. Oh. Ew. Well, this is weird. I'm not sure what's going to happen. So I'm going to try knocking him back and see what happens. I have a feeling I'm going to lose. So where did he go? He got knocked back. He didn't get knocked back far enough. Alright, so I'm just going to end. Let's see if I can do better. Because there's a trick. I got stuck. This is another one I got stuck in. Look at these backgrounds. Is that like vines? So cool. Alright, let's go down and down. Okay, this looks good. Face it. That would have been a good place to only be able to move diagonally. I should have held the start button. Item menu. And knock him back. Now he got knocked back so far. So I mentioned there were rocks and boulders that will stop movement. But then there's also this water. that allows it to stop movement by both me and the enemies, at least the enemies I've seen, but we can still pass over it. So he's stuck there now. Good riddance. And as you can see on this, oh, it actually shows the enemies, the little black circles, outline circles. So there's a flashing exit. I'm flashing too. And then there's the enemy down by the exit. This is where I really got stuck. I had no idea how to... I tried so hard to like knock this guy back and then knock him back again. It was bad. Anyway, he just saw me, so I'm gonna make him follow me up here. And then start and use my item and knock him back. And now he's trapped in there. Alright, so now I can just relax and play a little bit. So here, so let's just take a moment. I just want to point out a little bit more about how incredible this is. So the backgrounds, the themes of these dungeons have been changing. This one kind of looks like, I don't know, vines or ruins. I mean, honestly, this isn't my favorite looking theme. There's some really nice ones. Maybe I'll reload and see if I can get it. But I just want to point out, well, you know what? Let's do that now. We'll finish this up. Let's try 5 again. I like 5. Oh, wow. This is like... I don't even know how to describe it. It just looks cool. Oops. Anyway, that's not one of the ones I was hoping for. Oh, we're back to like cherry blossoms. Nice and bright and white. Oh, like a foresty area. And it's all just themed. It's all still the same dungeons. Oof. I don't know what this is. That looks crazy. I can't believe how many there are. It's all just different tile sets. Oh, this is so cool. We've got the stone floor and the stone walls. Ah, that's so good. Ugh. We gotta be getting close. At least he keeps changing. He hasn't repeated any yet. This, we'll stick with this one. So we've got like, start. Okay, B, item, boom, away. It's like stone pillars and rubble. Come at me, bro. You got nothing. Okay, face him. Item and... You know what? I hate you. So, just because. Alright. So, what I wanted to say was the graphics in this game. So, they're impressive. And but just the okay, so we've scrolled through. We've loaded the same dungeon multiple times, all with different themes. Like, they're not random, but you know, various different themes. In my opinion, they pretty much all look incredible. All the different tile types and theme types. This one's like a almost like a coliseum with stones and rubble and pillars, which, you know, take space in a Game Boy cartridge. Game Boy games aren't that big. Like, especially the earlier games are pretty small. This came out pretty late in the Game Boy lifetime, so it's probably a little bigger, but still have to have space for it. But check this out. The main character here, when I first saw him, I was so impressed. Like, just a screenshot, he was a little guy with a big Japanese style, what is it? Old-timey Japanese style hat, and I could see it with the limited amount of pixels. I could still see it, all the details. But on top of that, facing left and right is not even the same sprite, is not even the same art. It shows, I mean, if you were to look up the character himself, he's got his hair is over one eye. So of course, facing this way, you can see his one eye, but then facing the other way, you can't see it. And on top of that, there's all 4 diagonals with more unique art, and this includes walking in those directions and punching. Oh my gosh, there is so much art and so much animation in this. And this is just the first 5 dungeons in the test area, in like the puzzle area. This isn't even the main game yet. Oh, and I'm a little overwhelmed. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with what I learned so far. I want to play more, but holy moly, there is so much going on in this game. I took a look through the Mystery Dungeon wiki and realized that so many people have done so much good work in providing resources and translation and guides and instructions on about this game. Hopefully this will help people just kind of get started if they want to get started in this game. I hope to play this more, but holy moly, it requires so much knowledge of Japanese. Even just recognizing being able to recognize the Japanese characters. Fortunately, I haven't seen any like kanji characters, the Chinese characters that are so much harder to read. It's all just hiragana and katakana. So if you have an understanding of those, you could look at it and get an idea, search through the wiki, and find information on it, and kind of get an idea what's going on. But yeah, if I figure out more, yeah, I'd love to make more videos like this. And my goal is to get to the place where I can load up a save game and just enjoy, load up a game on my Game Boy in the original Japanese, and just start playing through a randomly generated dungeon. I wish there was a ROM hack. I haven't been able to find a ROM hack. I think someone was working on it a while back, but it kind of disappeared from the internet. It doesn't look like it was ever posted, and the information has pretty much disappeared from the internet. Oh, that'd be amazing. Hopefully I could be proven wrong and there is a translation. But yeah. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it specifically, but I've loved the music so far. That's been good. So yeah, if I figure out more and get more into this game, I'll post more here.